We have a strategy for economic growth in the state, and one of the areas that we've really targeted is green technologies. And we think Connecticut's actually really well positioned to be a leader in this industry. And it's not so much that we create solar panels here in the state. That's a market that's dominated by China. But we are very far ahead in fuel cell development here in the state, and there's a number of companies that are based here. And in part, I think, because of the great access to some of our universities that are doing a lot of research in fuel cell technology, battery technology, and other things like that. So we think Connecticut is already a leader, in part because of those industries, in part because of the Connecticut Green Bank, and in part because we've one of the few states that's actually set a goal of reducing our carbon emissions 80% by the year 2050. I think it's pretty ambitious when you look at all the levers that we need to pull in order to be able to get to that level, and just it's going to go by really fast between now and 2050, 30 some odd years. We absolutely have to start making change now in order to be able to implement that plan. And so we need to be leading. We need to be thinking ahead and trying to anticipate how we can make improvements in the near future as well as in the long run. We work quite closely with the Green Bank in evaluating the programs underway. And in those evaluations, we use a tool that's called REMI. It's a regional economic model instrument that looks at changes that you make in the environment and then what the impact is on jobs and the economy and state revenue and a whole lot of other sort of big picture factors. And so we've run through the REMI process now several times, the different programs that the Green Bank is running to incent more rooftop solar, more fuel cells, all kinds of different programs. And the output that we're looking for there are jobs. We want to see, the industry grow here, and we are absolutely seeing thousands of jobs being created by the good work that the Green Bank is doing. We want to see an increase in state revenue because people are installing things. They might be paying sales and use tax on them. Those people that go to work might be, buying a new car or, making a house investment or other things inside the economy. And finally, I think, we're looking to make sure we're meeting those carbon emission reductions, which we think as well will be a positive for our economy. And in fact, we've done some recent analysis that would indicate that actually the steeper the curve for reducing carbon emissions, the better it is for the economy, both in terms of job creation, revenue, and the economy as a whole in our GDP type measurement. So all these things we want to keep track of and make sure that as we make the investments, as we finish one program and start the next, as we migrate away from, what used to be the Green Bank, which was much more based on stipends and providing grants to people, and we move towards financing as opposed to grants, that we see each dollar stretch that much farther as well. So all of those things are beneficial to the economy.